It's about the YouTube. Morning, Steve. We are live on Facebook and on YouTube. And this is where the real
it's about
deal is.
time.
Well,
You and your lateness. If you could get this together sooner, we'd be on time. Just so you know, folks, it's not me, it's him.
nice. There we are. How do we sound, Steve? Sound good? We have sound, everybody? We have sound? Before we start, we better have sound. Can you hear us, Steve?
Hello. To you.
Huh? All right. We got to do that. Start. Here we go. And good morning, everybody. Welcome to Beach Talk Radio, episode number 59. That's right, 59 episodes. I want to say hello to everybody listening on the Florida Podcast Network, our friends all across the state, all across the country, and all across the 17 continents that we're broadcasting on. Episode 59. Turned out to be a beautiful day on the beach. So if you're doing nothing, just sitting at home, come on down to Fort Myers Beach and hang out. And the reason we're late today is because she was late today. Not me. The reason I don't like to be late. We were 2 minutes late, and then she's yelling at me. So
you could not get the equipment to work.
No, the equipment always works fine. I always test out the equipment. We do the beach cam earlier on.
Yeah, you test it out, and then when it's ready to go.
How far did you run today?
You freak out.
How many miles did you run today?
I would say it was 5, maybe 5.5.
What was your time?
I don't care about my time.
You care about your time.
No, I don't.
Mm-hmm.
No.
So
I'm running in a flow state, so I don't care about my time.
What is a flow state?
That is where your mind and body are connected and you're at your optimal performance.
Okay. All righty. So we have a lot to talk about today. We have an incident that took
place. Are you talking so slow?
We have an incident that took place on Wednesday with a motorcycle that we're going to talk about after.
Well, we didn't, but somebody
Right. Well,
did.
no, that's right. That's right. A good friend of the show, good friend of the beach. So we're going to talk about that. We also have to talk about the exercise that we did on Memorial Day.
Yeah, that was
the
fun.
workout on Memorial Day. We also have to talk about Jean. Right, Jean. We have brand new spanking news about Jean.
Breaking news.
We have trivia coming up later. We have T-shirts to give away. So
it was so nice. That guy came right up this morning and
right.
bought the last 2 of the largest.
Well, he didn't buy them. We gave them 2 shirts. He didn't buy them.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, we don't sell things without a permit on the beach, dear. That's the way it goes.
Because he did the trivia questions.
That's right. Yeah. He said, how much are the shirts? And I said, well, crap, we're not allowed to sell anything. So here you go.
We bartered them.
We did. Yeah. All right. So our first guest today, I'm going to let you handle the excitement. Leslie's going to come over and you're going to introduce Leslie and tell everybody who she is. And Leslie, thank you so much for coming on our show. You were sitting there probably frightened at what the hell was going on here before the show started.
Yes, because there was so much discord going on, which is typical.
No, this is fun. Thank you for having us.
I promised her that at the end she would feel like it was fun. So anyway, so this is Leslie and you're from Stream to Sea.
Yes.
And tell us about Stream to Sea. How did it get started? What is the company about?
We are a local Florida sunscreen company. We have full skincare and hair care line as well. We're based out of Wauchula, Florida. Which is, smack dab in the center.
Yes.
Lots of orange groves and cows, and that's about it. The idea was born, our CEO and formulator, amazing person. She's Autumn Blum. She's a chemist, avid scuba diver, master scuba diver. And the idea came to her when she was doing a dive in Palau. And as she was sitting at her safety stop, if you're doing a dive, you have to decompress. So she was at her safety stop.
So you don't get rickets or something. Or the bends. The bends.
Rickets, I think, is if you don't have enough
vitamin C.
Lime juice or something, right?
What?
Limey, right?
Right, that's right.
Okay, because they didn't have lime. Okay, yeah. So to not get the bend, she was sitting at her deco stop and looked up and saw all these people getting into the water that was on the snorkel boat. And and saw this rainbow coming off all these people. And she thought, wow, that's beautiful, but wait, that's
What is
gotta
the-
be, completely toxic. That's all the sunscreen that everyone's putting on, and it's washing down, and it's, filtering down into the reef and all the beautiful life that she just, spent enjoying on her dive. So she came back to the States, she started doing research, and sure enough, it was very toxic. Most of the ingredients in sunscreen and other personal care products too, as well. Toxic to marine life.
And so how long ago did the company get started?
We had our third birthday about 6 months ago or
Wow.
so.
So pretty
we're
new.
about 3.5 years old. Yep.
Pretty new.
Baby company, but we're growing. We're trying to grow wisely and save the ocean one bottle of sunscreen at a time.
And so what is the difference then between your products and the typical products someone might buy at a drugstore?
So the majority of sunscreens out there are chemical sunscreens.
Okay.
They protect you from sunburn by absorbing UV rays in your skin. So you put it all over you, and it soaks into your skin layers, and that's how it protects you from the UVB rays. Majority of the chemicals that are in those sunscreens are endocrine disruptors. So not a good thing. It's not good for us. It's messing up our hormone systems. It's going up the marine life as well in the same way, because our endocrine systems all work the same. A fish, a bird, a mammal, it's all the same.
The coral reef.
The coral reef, absolutely. So what ours is a mineral sunscreen. It's a physical sunscreen. It sits on top of the skin and it bounces off. And we use non-nano titanium dioxide in ours. Non-nano zinc oxide is also safe. We prefer the titanium. It's a more stable environment. It goes on a little bit more smoothly. It doesn't take as much oil to get it to spread well. So that's what
And does it have the same, sunscreen is notorious, a lot of them, for that greasy kind of feel.
that white, for mineral sunscreens, people tend to put them on way too much because they're used to putting on a chemical sunscreen, which you're going to put on a lot, slather it up. With ours and most mineral sunscreen, it only takes a little bit. You use about a third the amount that you would of our product than you would a chemical sunscreen. So a little bit
Okay.
goes a long way, and I can show everybody
Yes.
kind of how they put it on later if you want.
Yes. No, that would
And
be great.
Yeah. So if they put it on, you should really just have a slight weight sheen.
Okay.
You shouldn't have that Casper the Ghost look. If you do, you put on way too much. So back it off a little bit and apply it in small sections and smaller amounts.
And I mean, that's the point about the amount, because I was reading, I know we were talking about the website is phenomenal. It's so well designed. It's beautiful. And there is, folks, a ton of information, scientific information, everything you would want to know on there about how the sunscreens, and the products in them affect the
Mhm.
reefs and the fish and the aquatic life. But one thing I saw was, and because it was like 6,000 to 14,000 tons of sunscreen end up in the water.
Yeah. Then that's every year. That's every year. So the
That
difference,
is a lot of sunscreen.
yeah, it's scary. And the majority of it, because of chemical sunscreen is so prevalent in the market, and it's cheaper and people like it because they want to smell like a coconut and they don't want it to be whitening. So that's the majority of the chemicals that are ending up. It's from that. So the 6,000 is just from the active use, being on the beach and in the water and stuff. You add in, go up to the 14,000. That's people that are landlocked or just putting it on to mow their lawn, and then they wash it off in the shower. So a cumulative effect is about 14,000 tons every year.
Yeah, and you do see people walking around sometimes you see people that really should have put more on, but you
Especially
often
here, right?
see, you
Yeah.
often see people who just, and I'm probably, I'm very sensitive about getting a sunburn because I burn very easily.
Okay.
So I put a lot on, and I put it on, I'm like, well, if it says every 80 minutes,
Mhm, mhm.
well, I should probably put it on every 40 minutes.
There you go. Okay.
Because it's sweating off or whatever.
Yeah, exactly. And that's,
So with
to
your
go by that.
products, what's the
it's every 80 minutes.
Okay.
So there's two different tests that the FDA put it through, and 40-minute or 80-minute. We're at every 80 minutes. And it really depends, like you said, on your skin tone. So there's some people, if I'm just sitting on the beach and I'm not planning on getting in the water, I can put it on once, and then I usually don't reapply except for, the hot spots
Right.
on me. But if I get in the water and do a dive or a swim or whatever, or I'm sweating it off, I'm going to reapply every 8 minutes just to make sure I'm protected. We are highly water resistant, so that's good. And back to, sorry, on
No, go right ahead.
yeah.
Go. Yep.
Of the 14,000 tons that enter, it only takes 1 drop of oxybenzone to kill coral. So to put that in perspective, it's about 62 parts per trillion is what kills coral larvae. So about 1 drop in 6.5 Olympic-sized swimming pools is what it takes to start being toxic to coral and prevent them from breeding and growing.
Now that's
developing
1
properly.
drop of that actual chemical that you're
Yes.
speaking about, not like 1 drop of sunscreen.
Yes.
Okay.
1 drop of oxybenzone in 6.5 Olympic-sized swimming pools. So if you can imagine the 14,000 tons, we're talking way more than drops.
And we're
It's
talking
pretty
a lot
toxic.
more than 6 Olympic swimming.
Yeah.
And what are some of the other chemicals? I saw that on the website there was a little card you can get that
Yes.
lists for folks to and she was very good. She brought a bunch of stuff for
Yeah.
us to take a
This
look
is
at.
our
So that's the
no
card.
card that we like to call our ingredients to avoid card. So you flip it over and it's just a good little cheat sheet. It's
Okay.
kind of a nice wallet card to hang on to. So you can check your sunscreens, your lotions, your conditioners, your shampoos. If it's got any of these ingredients in it, it's not only bad for us, but it's harmful to the aquatic life.
Right. I see how you have on one side is health hazards and
Mhm.
the other side is eco hazards.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to try and pronounce them because they're quite a few tongue twisters in there, but needless to say, now this goes when folks order anything, this comes with every order so that they have
Yes.
this and
Yes.
can use this as a reference.
And you can go online. We have them for free. So you could either download it, a digital copy, or we'll send it to you in the mail for free. Just get a handful of cards. We'd love for more people to have these, even if you don't go with Stream to Sea. We're just asking people to check. You're in
Right.
the news and the media a lot because those are the 2 that Hawaii has banned.
Okay.
Key West is now banned. Some of the ABC islands down in the Caribbean, Aruba and Bonaire and Curacao, they've banned. Palau actually has banned almost everything on our list, which they're doing it right. Thank you, Palau.
So they do not allow any products.
They-
What does that ban mean then?
Anything that contains any of these products, they don't allow onto the island. They don't allow the sale of them.
Okay.
They will confiscate them at customs, I believe is how it works. And once it's finalized and goes into effect, which I'm not sure if that's going to be 2020 or 2021, there's actually $1,000 fine that you'll get if you are caught either trying to sell products with these chemicals or you're in possession of them. So it's got a little bit of teeth to it. They're doing it right though, because
And you
what they
said
have
that's in
is
Hawaii
that's their livelihood.
and
That's in
Key-
Palau.
Palau. Okay.
So in Hawaii and Key West, it's just the sale of sunscreens that contain oxybenzone and octinoxate have been, you can't sell them. So that's it.
Right.
And again, it hasn't been implemented firmly yet.
Right.
And they're trying, lobbyists are coming in from the big companies and stuff and trying to ban the ban,
Right. Ban the
which is
ban.
crazy. Yeah. Right.
So can you talk to us, or if not, we can refer people to the website about some of the research and testing that's gone on into the products.
Yeah, we do. Everything is on there. I'm not a chemist. I won't
Right.
even begin to know. I understand. I've
Nope,
learned
all
along the
layman's
lines.
terms.
Yes. Yeah, it is. So we have our testing where we try to be very transparent in only not just our labeling, but also the testing that we have done. We've got YouTube videos of some of the tests and stuff that we've done. Eckerd College did a lot of the testing for us.
Okay.
So, and we've posted all of our results right online. So everything's there. So yeah, we're proven to not kill coral larvae, and we're proven to not disrupt, their breeding and their spawning and all that, which is great. Can't say that for the chemical sunscreens, which we
No.
did. We had to test the bad ones along with us to have you got the control group and ours
Right.
and then the others. And it's the
And
science.
is the
science
testing
speaks.
ongoing, or now you've
No,
established it? And
yeah, we don't, because we have tested every one of the raw ingredients.
uh-huh.
So we know it's safe. So we don't have to do it anymore.
What are you doing? Get out of here. So can you show us some of the products? She brought us some
Absolutely.
goodies. And even the packaging is eco-friendly. Is that correct?
It is. Our packaging is, I'll give you the bag.
So cute. So cute.
Our tubes are made from sugarcane resin. So they're a bioplastic. They're fully recyclable. They're not compostable because they would start to degrade with the product in them. So we had to make it stable enough. But they are made from sugarcane resin, which is pretty cool. And I know sugarcane's kind of a hot topic too in Florida.
It is.
But
so there's a good thing
It
you
is?
can use. Yeah.
Why is sugar cane a hot topic?
Dear, have you not been listening to our shows in the past about?
Does it have something to do with the water?
Yes.
All right, I'm
Yeah.
all for sugar cane.
No.
We get ours from a truly sustainable farm. It's not
Okay.
here in Florida, but there's definitely we've researched everything and tried to be as absolutely sustainable as we possibly can.
Such a pretty bag.
The bag is so
Look at
cute.
this is
It'd
our
be
little-
nice, like a Christmas ornament or
yeah,
stocking
it's a
stuffer.
perfect stocking stuffer.
Yeah.
yeah,
It
it's
is.
really
It's
nice.
A little, I don't know if you can see it. It's a little
Well,
burlap
dear, we're on the
bag.
radio
It's
too, so our
yes,
radio people
it's a
can't see it.
burlap and clear plastic,
Yes.
see-through.
Now, how long did it take you to knit that?
yeah.
So tell us where the bag came from.
The little bag has a neat story behind it. We work with a fair trade organization out of India, and they're handmade by a women's shelter in India. So pretty nifty little.
Leah's
Sorry.
online there. She's posting all kinds of stuff. Your Reef Safe sunscreen.
Oh,
So she's
Ah,
going
there
to
you
town
go.
on there
Awesome.
for us. So
Thank
now
you.
I also wanted to make
Fantastic.
sure we thanked Megan Heil for introducing
Yes,
us.
thank you, Megan.
Yes, Megan set us set us up sounds kind of weird, but give us your contact information so that we should have you on the show, and we appreciate Megan.
Yes, we
You
love
know, she-
Megan. We love Renee and Reef Box. They're one of our
Yes.
partners,
Yes.
and thank you guys.
Do you know Megan's going to run for city council? Did you know
Is she?
that?
I did
Yes.
not know that.
He
Yes.
is trying to.
Yes, she
force
is
her.
So
outstanding.
Push her
She's going to make a
into that.
great city council member and be the mayor someday, I believe.
All right,
She's
I
got
could
that
see it.
speciality and charisma to make her a star on this island.
Leave Megan alone.
Yes.
Leave Megan alone. So when
job,
when
Megan.
folks order this, what comes with this?
This comes with, let's see, you've got 4 of the 1 ounce tubes, and it depends. We've got a few different little kits. We've got the Sentinel kit, we've got the Conscious Camper, the Conscious Explorer. So you can kind of pick and choose which items you want. The one I brought you guys today has got one of our original white formula sunscreen. We also have a tinted formula. It's got
That's-
a little bit of
What does the
natural color.
tinted formula mean?
It's got a little bit of natural color in it. I've got one. I don't want to open yours, so I'll open my old one.
We
Oh,
could-
I
A little bit
see.
of natural color.
Like
with
makeup.
Iron oxide. Not
Yeah.
like makeup. It's just got some tint
yeah,
to it.
yeah. So you don't look.
If you
white.
put it on the face, it'll cover the redness that you have from
There
your
you
running
go.
this morning.
There you go.
No, you're a red face. You
I
look
know.
like you have rosy cheeks from
I
the
might
running.
have.
You
I
overdid
didn't put,
it.
No, I didn't
You
put.
came
a
back.
ton
I
of
thought you were going to
sunscreen on.
pass out on the table over there. You were leaned over, getting ready to barf.
Can you stay on task here?
Sorry.
So it comes with the tinted sunscreen, white
The
sunscreen.
white sunscreen. This one of our body lotions
Okay.
and our shampoo and conditioning shampoo. It's a 3-in-1, and also
Now,
the
why would you
leave-in
need
conditioner.
sunscreen when you're conditioning your hair?
It's that they offer skincare products and
Okay.
hair care
Oh,
products
the
in
whole
addition.
package.
Yes.
So that
are
might be
safe
something you
for
want
the
to take to a
environment.
hotel, so you don't have
Yeah.
to.
It's perfect. You
Well-
got your whole little thing. You're going for a weekend getaway somewhere where they don't allow toxic things. You're going to be right there near the water. You've got everything you need right there.
Because when you're down there at the showers, and I get it, it's just rinsing off. But sometimes people want to do more than rinse
You're
off.
not allowed to. That violates
I know, you're
Rogers
not-
rules. Do
you're
you know
not-
what Rogers rules of order are on
I
the beach?
do.
You're not allowed
There's a
to
big
use.
sign there. But I'm wondering if these would be acceptable. At some point, we could lobby to get this.
No, you can't do
used.
that because how are other people that are using regular soap going to know the
They can't.
difference?
Well, they can't use regular soap. They have
Just
to
your-
use something that does
Yeah.
not have these products in it, so that it's safe for the environment.
Exactly. See, Fort Myers Beach could have our little bulk
Right.
containers
Hey.
at the
Yes.
showers
Oh.
with the dispensers. They could use what they wanted.
Fort Myers Beach is all about creating ordinances. So if you bring that to City Hall sometime, an ordinance
Well,
for it.
Then maybe they should create an ordinance that you can't sell the toxic sunscreen.
Okay.
Stop.
We're hoping that's going to happen. I don't know if there's anything in the works. Megan could tell us. Megan, is it happening?
Well, maybe when Megan becomes the mayor, we could just force it through.
There you go.
That's what happened when Tracy was the mayor. She just forced everything through. It didn't matter who she talked to. It just went right through.
So, can you also? I was noticing on the website that is it a monthly partner, not nonprofit partner that you
We
guys
have
work with?
we have nonprofits that they are our partners as long as they want to be our partners.
Okay.
But we do a featured
Okay.
monthly nonprofit.
We have a
well.
question from the live studio audience. Is it hypoallergenic?
It is.
Good question
It's very
from the
good
audience.
for
Thank
sensitive
you.
skin. We are non-comedogenic, so it's not going to make you prone to breakouts. If you are really sensitive to any certain ingredients, we list every single one on the label, even the ones the FDA says we don't have to because it's in such small amounts. We still put it on there, so everything's in there. If you're sensitive to one of those particular ingredients, we would suggest just put it on maybe the inside of your arm. Wait for 30 minutes and make sure you don't have a
Thank
reaction.
you, Nina from Dallas, for that great
Yay,
question.
Dallas.
Anybody have any other questions? Just type them in the Facebook box and we'll
I wanna
ask
know-
along. I love
And
this.
that will repel you because you're too close to me.
Bug repellent, maybe. So
Good
your
Lord.
location, one location in Naples or Bonita? Where's your location?
Our headquarters is in Wauchula, Florida.
Okay.
We do everything. We manufacture, package, ship out from Wauchula. So we're
And,
all
but you
right
have
there.
but you have some kind of location here, correct?
No, not our location, but we have people that sell
Oh,
all
I
over.
gotcha.
We're all trying to be global. We're in lots of places all over the states. We're in a lot of different dive shops.
Okay.
Being, a lot of us are divers. We
Mhm.
got our start there, and divers can see firsthand the damage and what's happening to the reef. So it's easy to bring them on board. So they're the ones that, they're our ambassadors and
Right.
they can talk about it. But
Now-
we're in some grocery stores too, smaller,
Locally?
natural grocery
Okay,
stores. Yeah, Lucky's
okay.
Market, Natural
Wow.
Grocers.
So Garrett from Buffalo, New York says, I'm a reef scientist. The only sunscreen I've seen that's been tested on live coral and passed is Stream to Sea.
Ah,
Is that true?
Nice.
hi,
Is that-
Garrett.
Oh, Garrett. Garrett, now knock
No,
it off.
Garrett
that
is
true?
wonderful. Yes,
Is
it
he really a scientist or does he just play one on Facebook?
No, he is. He's
Nice.
one of our nonprofit partners. He
Cool.
runs the
Nice.
Eco Preservation Project. He's great. You guys should have him on the show. 'Cause
Garrett.
he is.
Leave us your
he's a great-
contact information.
Yeah.
Where does
yeah,
he?
do
Is
it.
he down? Did you say he was down here in Florida?
He moves all around. He's
Nice.
local to Florida, but he moves all around and he goes to where the water needs him. So he's a great.
Where does
hero
the
for our
water
water.
need him? How does he know does the water call him?
I-
Garrett!
It does. Captain Planet.
Great
Right
job,
there.
Garrett. Thanks for coming on. We appreciate that. So, he's giving us the high five back. If you have any other questions, just type them in the Facebook page. Your dad is on again.
I know.
He's always, your dad follows us all the time now.
Aw,
That's so
that's
nice. Does
nice.
your dad wear sunscreen?
Yes.
He does. What kind does he
We-
wear? Maybe
I
this
We
is
need
an
to
don't
get him
opportunity.
some
know.
more.
We
Maybe
need to
being
get
that
him
you
some.
missed his birthday this past time, you can
I
send this
did
to him
not.
late. You always
Okay.
mail birthday cards out on a person's birthday.
Well, there
What?
you go.
It's so that means it's always late.
And when do you mail yours
I don't
out?
mail. I just
Okay.
figure, what the hell? Nobody mails me one. Why do I have to mail them one? I send them a text. That's what you do nowadays. Why spend money on a stamp?
Now, I will say, getting back to
Back-
the products. So this is the 1 ounce size. And
Yes.
so what is the price point for the 1 ounce size? Oh,
For-
that's a sport kind too. Okay.
Yeah, and for the 1 ounce sunscreen, these are about $7.50.
Okay.
So again, people may look at it and go, that's tiny and that's a lot. But again, this little guy is going to last you for quite a while because
That's
if
the
you remember,
point.
you use about a third of the amount that you would as like chemical sunscreen. Our
The
full
other
size
thing
is
with-
3 ounces, and this is equivalent to maybe a 10-ounce bottle of chemical sunscreen.
Right. You're going to use less. The other
Yes.
thing too is the little ones are portable, and you're not running the risk of it going bad because
Yes.
I've had some.
Are you
buy
asking a
ton of
question
them.
or making a statement?
No, I'm making a statement that it's really a good bang, even though it's you got to.
Yeah.
People are like the price, but you're getting. You don't need so much. This isn't a more
don't.
is better thing. This
Yeah,
is a less
that's
is better
correct.
thing because it's a better product.
Get off your soapbox, lady. Jeez.
And
We have
get
a
off your
guest on.
sunscreen box,
We have
lady.
And we have
guest.
a longer shelf life than chemical sunscreens, which is about a year before the SPF rating starts going down. We have a 3-year shelf life for ours.
Wow.
So it
Oh, looks
does
like-
last a while.
Looks like John Lalo finally got out of bed. I think he's being sarcastic with his statements on
I
the,
don't
on the
think he
Facebook
is.
thing. Sometimes I can't tell with John. John owns Pete's Time Out. We're lucky enough to be friends with John, or
Oh,
she's
nice.
lucky enough to be friends with John, and he invites us here every weekend
Nice.
to talk to special
great.
people like you.
Oh, thank
So
you.
if somebody went and wanted to buy like the whole, did you already ask this question? The
No.
whole burlap sack full of all the goodies, what would that run?
These are, I believe, $25.75.
Yep.
So again, you get a little bit of everything. You have your conditioner, your shampoo, and body wash. And back to the skincare line. A lot of people don't realize that some of the ingredients in just your grocery store shampoo and stuff that you get is actually more toxic to the reef and to aquatic life than even oxybenzone, octinoxate, and all the toxic chemical sunscreens, because the surfactants and the sulfates and the phosphorus and all that's in those is highly toxic. So all of our ingredients.
Can I get you a beer, by the way? Do you need a beer or
That's
anything?
really,
No, you
that's
sure?
really getting old.
Thank you.
All right, I just want to make
It's
sure the
like your
guests feel like
shtick.
they're welcome.
No.
Someday somebody's going to say yes. I thought Anita, the mayor, was going to say yes one day, but she had her dog with her. I don't think she wanted to.
Maybe
Stumble home with the
after.
dog.
Yeah.
So, what's his name again? Garrett said, now, Garrett, I don't know if he's getting a little action on this, but Garrett said if you go to streamtosea.com and enter Captain Planet, you get 10% off a purchase. Well, that's pretty good.
That's because he's one of our partners, our nonprofit partners. So if you have a nonprofit and you want to be a part of this message and our message and share about Stream to Sea, you direct business to our website and people to our website, bring awareness to what's happening to the waters and the reef. Your audience will get 10% off, and you will receive 20% commission.
Wow.
Nice.
So that's pretty nice. And you can see on our nonprofit page all the different nonprofits that we work with.
So that's Captain Planet.
Captain
everybody.
Planet. If you go to streamtosea.com and enter Captain Planet, you get 10% off. So go ahead.
No, I wanted to also, people should really check out the website and the blog. I mean, because there's something that gets posted, some information,
Mhm.
interesting, relevant to what you guys are doing every week there. Like, there's a lot of information.
Yeah. Autumn knows everything about everything, especially when it comes to, cosmetic chemistry. So
Cosmetic chemistry. Never heard that before.
Well, how do you think they make cosmetics?
I guess it's chemistry. It's
It's not cooking.
So is it once a week blog? Is that what happens? It comes out?
I don't know
I
the
think
actual schedule.
It looked like
when
it looked like it was once a week, and it looked like there was different articles about different things all around environmentalism and all of the things that the company is pushing out and stands for. So
Yes.
yeah,
okay,
the
John
website
said
is great.
John, the owner, said he's being honest. Something about Wachula. Sorry, John. I didn't know. Sometimes I don't know. He's out. He said it's outside of Gateway. It's funny. That's a little running joke. I don't like to leave
Wachula
Gateway
is
much.
on the way to Orlando, I think, up through
Mhm.
on Route 17. Right?
Yeah.
So back to the blog. A blog's kind of old schoolish. It's podcasting is the thing these days. This would be a great way to get Stream to See out.
Yeah.
So we might want to have an offline conversation about
Okay.
that. Building a podcast with this. They could be like the first company ever to do a podcast about.
Okay. Yeah. Autumn Blum, Mike
yeah.
Maltaire.
Yeah, Captain.
Are you listening?
Captain.
Are you
what's his
there?
name again? Captain. What's his name? Garrett.
Garrett, Captain Planet.
It seems
yeah.
like Garrett would be good on a podcast because he can't stop talking on the Facebook page. He just keeps typing crap in there, stuff in there.
Well, I want to have him on.
Garrett,
Yeah.
he's a scientist. Dear.
Yes.
He creates all this stuff.
Well, I don't know.
What
if
kind of
that's true.
scientist is he? I mean, what does it take to
Ask
become a
Garrett.
scientist? Well, we'll have to have him on.
It takes what does
It's like sounds like it's 13,
speak for
14 years
Garrett.
of school.
I love him. I can't speak for him.
So
anything else you'd like to
Yes.
share with us today? About the
yeah.
company,
Just
about the product.
yeah, please go online and learn about it. And one of the things people too that don't realize, it's like I think I mentioned, these endocrine disruptors that are in most of these sunscreens are harming the fish. But you got to think they're harming our bodies in the same way. So it feminizes, it blocks testosterone.
Well, what?
So if you want to,
I don't want any of that.
So then if you
Well,
don't,
you don't
if you
want
don't want to
that.
spread
So don't worry
estrogen
about
all over your body,
What?
don't use a chemical sunscreen.
You don't use sunscreen, really.
Well, it sounds
so.
well. You know, I don't know if that's a selling point with guys. Like, it's going to block your testosterone. You know what that means?
But that's
We
what,
have, if we, one of the things.
that's
our
what she's
VP
saying
likes
about
to
the
say-
other products.
What?
The regular
Let her talk,
products.
dear. You don't know anything.
Yeah,
about
not
her
ours. No
products.
chemical sunscreens. So ours are not.
Oh, okay. So
No,
I'm glad you
absolutely.
clarified that because I thought you
Yes.
said you're blocking my testosterone
No.
if I put that on when you left.
Sunscreens that
She doesn't want
contain
that.
benzophenones and all of these, all this other junk on here. They're all estrogen mimickers.
Okay.
They're endocrine
See?
disruptors. So
Who
If
knew?
if you want your junk to work, Don't use a chemical
Wow.
sunscreen.
Now
That was
there,
nice. You
that
never, we
needs
never
to
have
go
a
on
guest come on.
t-shirt. That needs to
That's
go
right.
on a t-shirt.
That's right. John
And
want.
To
John
that
want.
point, you do use those silly. I'll bet
Listen,
you those.
Oh,
silly
the
spray-
sprays are just nasty.
All right,
That's
let's not talk
why.
about me,
That's
okay?
why your
What are you looking at me?
testosterone-
My junk is fine. Knock it off. Cut it out. So, John wants to know if you sell the stuff at the Sea Gypsy. I don't know why he's asking that, but maybe he's making a pitch for them.
that's
Do you?
interesting. I have reached out to Sea Gypsy, but I wasn't able to connect with anybody. So anybody from Sea Gypsy is listening, please contact me.
They watch.
You can find my info online, and
Yeah.
these guys will have
yeah.
it. So
Excellent.
Megan and Renee had said, reach out to Sea Gypsy. I just
Yeah.
hadn't been able to connect yet.
Okay. Do you know who the contact is?
No.
All right, we'll hook you up offline. We'll talk about the We'll
I
talk
will-
about the podcasting and the connections there. And go ahead if you wanted
So
to say something.
Garrett is an interpretive scientist.
Wow, that sounds like a lot of schooling. Or maybe he just makes it up. Who knows? I mean, how do you challenge that? I'm an interpretive scientist.
You have him on the show.
Yeah. So
there you go.
you'll have to do a lot of research
He's
to find out what that
I
is.
know.
He's fascinating.
Awesome.
That
Well,
does look
Doing good
interesting.
things for us.
thank you so much for coming on the
Yes.
show.
And thank you.
Thank
We have
you.
to make sure that if there's anything else you
Treats.
want to,
Thanks
you
for
want to, we get everything on there that.
Shall I put some
That
of
you
this
wanted
on
to?
you?
No, I don't want. Oh well, that's fine.
That-
Put that
That's
on
the
me.
good stuff. Do
Just
you
keep
want
it
the
away from the
tinted
junk.
stuff?
Huh?
Yeah.
You want the
Here,
tinted
I can
stuff?
Whatever, dear.
I
We
can
can.
go-
Can we
I
do
can
it after
do,
the show?
If you guys want to see how it goes on.
I think you should do a
Yes.
live Facebook demonstration on my wife's red face. She's got.
Is that the face
you want to do the tinted.
Sure.
So again,
We're Go ahead.
you can hear me.
I
but
can hold the microphone. Go right ahead. Oops, it's on your foot. There you go. All right, we
a
have a
little goes a
live
long way. So what we recommend is pea-sized amounts.
pea-sized.
Start
That
it there.
that means like a
little bit
green
at
a green
time.
pea size. A
Mhm.
green pea size. Okay.
Yes, a green pea size.
All right.
What would
Well, you
the
said
other
junk
pea-
before, so I just wanted to clarify.
And what you want to do with my face, at least, what I do, put it there, rub your hands together once or twice, and then
Oh,
you
they're
press it to your
touching.
face
For the radio audience, she's
Pressing.
touching the wife's
Press.
face. Yes, she is.
where you want it, and then
Oh.
from there you would rub in. So then
Wait,
give
I
it a
might
good
want to.
rub.
I might want
and
to
you
have a
should
demo
have-
here. I want some
And
on
I
my
use the
face.
tinted.
She
Now,
got-
the
she
same
have
thing
any-
with the
Does she have calluses,
white.
dear?
No, she's
Shouldn't have it.
Soft
got
hands.
very
I dropped
soft
it.
hands.
Hang on.
Now I will
Ooh.
say,
How does that
so
feel?
it feels really good. I have a year-old, pretty good scar on my face.
She fell off the bike.
So
Actually, she
I did-
ran the bike into the back of a minivan, broke
Oh,
the
no.
glass with her face.
No.
Because she rides the bike
Oh.
with her face down. And
All right,
the,
do we not
the
need to
minivan was
revisit
parked
that?
in the bike lane.
Oh,
And so she did a
sorry.
complete, she broke the glass with her face. And
ow.
that hurt a little.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just
yeah, so I have it's healing. It's healed well. But I notice, and I think he notices more than I do, when
Yeah,
I'm
well, there you
outside
go,
or
the
running,
tinted.
and that really I
stands
need
out
to
more.
keep that
Okay.
covered. So
Mhm.
this
yeah,
would be a
and the
great
tinted
product.
would be good for that.
Yes, because I don't care, but I feel like it's good to have it covered.
Yeah.
I don't care either. I don't notice it. You're raving beauty.
Dear,
Just
sometimes I come in and you're like, ooh, that is really popping off your face today.
Oh, please. Never said that.
So that's how you
Okay.
put it on for your face. Same way for the rest of your body.
I'll
Just
put it
start
on you
doing it in
later.
small
So you put it on
sections.
and you press it in.
For your face, press it and then rub it in from there because it's a chalk, it's a mineral, so it doesn't want to spread naturally. And we try to add the least amount of oil to keep it hypoallergenic and non-comedogenic, so it spread well.
And I will say it does not feel like regular sunscreen. It's
It's not oily, it's not greasy.
I guess it would be similar to the mineral based makeup that really took off because
Yes.
that feels different as well. And
Yes.
this really feels different. And it was a tiny little amount.
Right. Pea size.
So
Tiny,
now I'm
tiny
good
pea
for
size.
80 minutes.
All right. Well, thank you so much for coming
Yeah,
on.
thank
Anything
you.
we can do to help,
Thank you.
we'll
for
set you up
having
with the
me.
connection. We'll start a podcast. Maybe if the boss wants to do one, we show you exactly how to for driving all the way down.
Yeah.
I know it was nasty weather before. We
Thank
thought it
you,
was going to be
yeah.
rained out
Did you
today.
drive all the
Yeah,
way
it was
down
pouring.
from Wachula?
No, I
Oh.
I live in Naples.
Nice.
So
She
I
lives in
work-
one of those big
yeah,
giant
I-
houses
No,
on the
no,
beach.
not at all.
Uh-huh. See,
That no.
we got all the good guests.
A house built on sunscreen.
Right.
Yeah,
All right,
right. now.
thank you. We have our we appreciate your time. Thank you
Thank
for coming
you.
down.
I
Let's
appreciate
grab
it.
that. Sit down, dear. Nikki's here. Sit
All right,
down.
I'm gonna sit
All
down.
right.
Let me set
You and
my
Nikki are
stuff
going to
down.
chat about her awesome business. Our big time sponsor is here. Go ahead, Nikki. And I'm going to find somebody to work the trivia. Very nice.
Yes,
Have a seat.
because
Go ahead.
I gotta get some water.
All right. Very nice.
You don't like
Thank
chasing
you.
the people down for trivia?
No,
No,
I
I know.
find it annoying. So how are you? And welcome back.
Good. Good. Sorry I'm a couple minutes late, but I still haven't paid for parking because it will not take my money. So if you
It
see my
won't
truck
take your
going down there,
money.
we're gonna chase it in a second. Hopefully they won't tow it. No,
The machine
it
won't take your
Like,
money.
won't take my card, won't take my change, none of it. So if
I don't
do
know.
tow it-
Like, did you? Maybe
Yeah.
you should have videotaped it, not taking,
I
just in
know.
case you get.
I know. I think the owner of the store saw me doing it though. Might have heard me cussing, might have saw me do it. I don't know. One or the other.
So you have a witness.
One or the-
I
I
tried.
tried hard.
tried. Well, so how is business going? How is FMB
Starting to pick up
Designs?
a little
Yeah.
bit. Yeah, I mean, people don't typically get that. Like busy season here is our slow season
Right.
because most of the condos down here we can't work in when everybody's here. They all have rules about it. So now's when we start picking up. Yeah.
Well, I saw some of your pictures. They were fantastic. It makes. I was commenting on one last night, like one of the bathroom pictures. You know, you see it, and then I looked at the ceiling, and that recessed ceiling.
Oh, yeah.
like it makes
do that a lot.
huge difference.
It's a lot. A lot of these condos down here have that old tray lights.
Ah.
Like it's just the drop ceiling with the
It
lights
was-
underneath
That
it.
is
Yeah.
not good.
No, it's not.
It's no bueno.
Yeah, no bueno. We take those out and then put the crown molding in. It's much better.
It was so beautiful, and I'm really not good at this stuff, but the more I'm looking at
Yeah.
it, the more I can have an appreciation for how much difference some small things
yeah,
make.
big
Folks. You don't
differences.
have to do, a $300,000 remodel, although they
That
would
would be
love
great.
that.
Yeah, that would be
But
great.
it's really, anything you can afford to improve the look, like the flooring.
Flooring's huge, especially if you have an older condo. And like I said before, last time I was here, if you have the porcelain tile, we can float right over that. So you don't even have to bust up your tile anymore. It's nice. And that's a huge difference. It makes
Now, we have before and after pictures on our website, dear, and we're going to keep posting them so people can see the awesome work that they do. Now, Nikki is also like a trivia whiz.
no.
Last weekend, you were reeling
No,
off
don't
all the
do that.
answers.
Easy. I think they were easy. And the only reason I say that though is because I have an 11-year-old. I've been here for 15 years. So
You thought her questions were easy?
no, hers were hard.
Okay, nobody.
Yours were easy.
No, okay, I made sure of that. Did you bring your questions? Because we have somebody
No,
from the. Okay,
I gave
No.
up
all right,
because you did not like my questions.
all right.
I'll probably remember some of them, but
Oh,
I'm going to give you that.
okay.
Now, did you bring any questions?
no.
Oh, come
sure
on,
I
Nikki.
bet you can
Dave, you ready?
Off, I'm
I
sure.
Think of something.
I got Dave here
I
from
can
the
probably think
audience. You
Let's
could probably think of some,
What's
right?
the famous bar/restaurant known for live music that was tore down after Charlie here on the beach? Very
Great
famous.
question. I have no idea. Have a seat, Dave. Oh, Dave's got one of those anniversary shirts on from Pete's. Mike, where did I get Dave from? He told me his name from there, and by the time I walked back here, I forgot. Go ahead.
Well, there's a shock.
All right. We got Kim and Nikki.
Anybody have it on there?
So, did you know the answer? No. Her.
I
Oh,
didn't hear it.
Are you from, do you live here on the beach?
We live in Benita now.
Do you know the famous bar restaurant that was really music that basically got torn down in Charlie here on the
In
beach?
Charlie.
Right up
No.
here.
so that was 2004.
It was called the Reef.
The Reef.
Yeah, and that like Cinder. A lot of bands came out of there.
Really?
Mhm.
We weren't coming down by then.
Easy
Oh.
questions.
Who is the current mayor?
Of Benita of
Of Benita.
Fort Myers.
Fort Myers Beach. I don't know that either.
Take a guess.
Give me some choices.
Is it you give a? Is it?
All right. Is it Tracy Gore or Anita Saracita?
Anita Saracita.
Yes, you are 1 for 1. Very nice. Now, where are you from, Dave? Like you, I know you live here now, but where are you from?
Youngstown, Ohio.
Youngstown, Ohio. Everybody is from Ohio.
No, Indiana.
Mike and Dave, it's the same thing.
Good Lord.
That's
I got
close,
4
Mike.
letters for you. What is the name of the resort planning to build on the island famous for a parrot?
Margaritaville.
There you go, everybody.
We got to get the audience into the questions. Come on, Nikki.
All right.
Oh God, I have questions.
Do number 3.
Oh Lord, gotta get my thing.
There's
Let's
only
see.
one question.
What is
Ah,
the
well,
name
you're
of the
here.
bridge? Right. Okay. What is the name of the bridge right behind us that you have to come over to get on the beach?
Matanzas Pass Bridge.
Yay! What
Gotta
is
have a big round of applause if he gets the last one.
what is his name?
No, cut it out. That's not even funny. It's
Let me
Ed.
ask you.
It's right there.
Yeah, there you
I
go.
was gonna say it ends with the and it starts
Or,
with
or it's Kim. Or it's Kim. Maybe it's Kim since I walked
It's
from over there.
True. Maybe it's Fred,
He's looking
since
at
you
the
can't
answers.
remember.
or Dave. He calls everybody
You have
Dave.
the answers wrong.
Oh.
What is the name of the restored museum
Okay, good one.
on Fort Myers Beach?
Also the highest point on the beach.
Yep.
Mhm.
That rhymes with round.
With round.
Yes.
Oh, you got to get this one,
It's
Mike.
the highest point. It's like
It's associated with Indians. Indians make them.
if I was piling up dirt, if I was piling up dirt into a small hill, what would you call a small
It's a
hill?
mound.
Yeah.
Yes!
And then
Wow.
something you live
Mound
in.
round.
A mound.
A mound?
Round, something like that. No.
Mound?
Okay,
Wait,
the
it's
mound.
the dwelling
and
that
the
you live in.
dwelling that you live in. What is
Rhymes
what
with
is
blouse.
Mound house.
There you go.
Yay! You get a couple of points.
Yeah,
for
that was hard.
That was tough.
Last
Tough.
question.
All right. Oh, this is relevant for you. How much does it cost to park on the roads?
Apparently a lot more than I had in any of my bank
On
accounts.
the roads.
Yeah,
Yeah.
how much is parking
Up
on the
in San
street?
Carlos, it's $3 an hour.
Yeah.
There you go. Very nice.
Or $125 tow.
Right.
Wow.
Yeah.
We got a ticket. We got a ticket one time because we missed the thing. And I think it was $35. And that was if you paid it like within
Right
a couple
away,
of
yeah.
days. And then after that, it just kept going up and up and up. So
Ugh,
it's no joke.
no, it's not.
If he's gonna,
It was gonna fit me, maybe.
they do run small. So now you don't have a shirt to fit.
That was a miss medium.
Yeah.
I'm in medium.
Yeah.
So you said you're from Bonita.
Yeah, we live in Bonita now.
Okay. And you moved down from
Youngstown, Ohio.
Youngstown, Ohio.
Midwesterner.
Well, he's gonna have to mail him a shirt.
Yeah, that-
So that's
Yeah, we'll be back.
the whole the check is in the mail
Yeah.
type
Right.
of thing. Because you notice he didn't
2XL.
ask for your address.
And he forgot my
just-
name by the time I got here.
Well, and it's gonna go to
Uh,
Dave in
yeah.
Bonita. So
No, I got other shirts. I just
No hats.
all right. Well, thank you so much for coming
All right, thanks
on
for having
and
There you
dealing
go.
with this ridiculousness.
You ever need
There's
house
your part.
redone?
Now, so still
I work
just
for
on the
Truly
beach,
Handy, by the
though.
way.
No, well,
For-
I mean,
truly
especially
handy.
when it's not the traffic isn't as
Right.
bad. We definitely
Okay.
would go towards Bonita. We're
Okay.
much more likely to go that way than this way. But
All right.
for the right job, we would go just about anywhere. I think.
All right,
Yeah.
because we have someone that we're talking to later today, and I think they're going to be redoing their condo.
Oh, nice.
Okay, yeah.
And
In Gateway.
no,
Okay.
it's close.
Oh, yeah,
It's-
then, yeah.
it's right off of Gladiolus.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
So it is close to here, and that would be great.
That's
My shoes
yeah.
will kill that dog if if he smells
There you
them. Ah.
So, how are things going, Nikki?
Starting to pick up a little.
Awesome.
Yeah, we've had some on the books now. It seems like for an eternity, but they're getting ready to start, so it's good.
Now, do you get out there in the muck and the whole thing and tearing down walls and
If I have to,
Yeah.
yeah. I try not to. I do the design.
Mhm.
I do the important stuff.
you're the brains
Yes.
behind the operation. Your
Yeah.
husband's
She's
the
the
brute.
creative.
Yes,
He's the creative.
but yes, I have been known to knock down some stuff from time to
Hey,
time.
we got to do what we got to do, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
So the one that I saw recently too, that I think it was it a gray couch that was put in there? It was like gray
Oh yeah,
and those
that one is hard to tell. That
It
that
is.
house, it's a condo actually, right up here. It had such a good vibe. Like I don't know how to explain it. Like even before we did anything to it, I loved that condo. I still do. Every time you walk in, you're just like and I don't
Yeah.
know what it is about it. There's nothing like spectacular, especially before
shui.
we did it. I don't know, but after we did it, we took out all the old carpet and we put in the LVT that's like the vinyl,
Right.
and then we just did some paint, really, and new bathroom. But
Yeah, I saw
the part
that.
you could see,
Mhm.
yes, she did get new couches, but it made a big difference, and it was like I said, it was already awesome.
And that
So,
signature
yeah.
teal, it's
Yeah,
not,
it's
I mean,
almost
it's
everywhere.
a little different shade of,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
I mean, that's such a great accent color.
It's a great accent. And I can honestly say I had nothing to do with that. Both my clients picked that out on their own, and I actually have it in my living room too.
It looks
So
fantastic.
must be a beach thing.
So who do we have here?
Tammy.
Welcome, Tammy, as you were plucked
Yeah.
out of this huge audience that
Are you
we
from the
have
beach?
down
Do you
here.
live here?
Bonita.
I'm Bonita. Okay. Same
What
area.
a go for Bonita today. All right, so you're going to do some trivia with us. Did you
Yes.
hear the answers to the other questions that we
Not
were
all
asking?
of them.
We'll start from the
All
bottom
right.
here.
Yeah, you start from the bottom.
Name one of the two Fort Myers Beach newspapers.
One of them's kind of
Sand
abrasive.
something.
Yep. Yep.
One of them's abrasive. Yeah.
Oh.
Sandpaper.
Yes.
Sandpaper.
Yes.
Right.
And this
Right.
is, this is a part of the land is surrounded by water. It's an
Oh yeah, it's an island.
island sand.
Yeah, the island sandpaper.
Oh, that,
Sorry.
I don't think I've ever heard it. I don't think anybody calls it the island sandpaper. That threw me off.
That's funny. That's what we know it by, right? All right. So this is a toughie. Here we go. What massive landmark was on San Carlos Boulevard, greeting all visitors to Fort Myers Beach for 55 years until they were demolished in 1979 in the name of progress?
But they're bringing them back, I think. There's talk of
They
bringing
are.
them back. Yeah.
So there was, think McDonald's.
Arches.
Yes! 2 for 2. All right. What is the name of the beach that's at the north end? That
Boydage
way.
Point.
There.
That.
Wow. Yes, you
That's
did.
it.
This is a tough one, too. What was the name of the shop on Estero Boulevard that had live bathing suit models?
See, I didn't know that one. I had no idea. I did not know that one. That must have been before my time.
So I'm going to help you out here. What's in the sky shining bright?
Sun.
Yep. And what is this stuff that covers my whole body?
Suntan.
Nope. It's the actual.
Sunskin.
Yeah.
Yes, sunskins. There you go.
Yeah.
She got them right.
Is that all we have?
No, well, we have one more. What was the restaurant that is no longer on Fort Myers Beach, but still has a location on Captiva that was known to be haunted?
See, when you guys said that, I thought the bubble room because I think that one's supposed to be haunted too.
It's close to
Yeah,
the bubble
yeah.
room. It's
But I
like
don't-
down the street from the bubble room on Captiva. All right.
That one was
It's-
hard.
Captiva.
It's
Really
tough.
though.
That one's hard.
It is tough. I mean, I could give you some clues, but it might get off.
Yeah, it would just
might
be
get
rhyming.
weird. Yeah.
I know. I have one. Okay, what is the name of the little park down about Mid Island by Publix?
Mm,
Has public restrooms that you can go to.
I think I know.
Newton Park.
Newton Park.
Oh,
I was
I
there
know it.
this morning. What's the name of the little park area right here?
Oh yeah, that's a good one. It's a shape and
She's getting a t-shirt.
It's the
anyway.
shape.
The one where the volleyball.
Yeah.
Yes.
courts are?
Yeah.
I don't know.
it can be
So
the shape
think of a moon,
Yeah,
shape of the moon. Or, well, no.
Yeah, it's the shape of a moon.
Yeah.
Like a Lucky Charms moon.
Oh, the crescent.
Yeah.
Beach.
Crescent Beach. Wow, you pulled that one right out of thin air.
All right.
All right. Thank you
Okay,
so
thank you.
much.
Thank
Off the
you.
table. I will get you a t-shirt too. Thank you. Thank you.
Are you
That
going to
was
send
nice.
her one in the mail
I
too?
know, yes. I have to go through the inventory. You won't let me order
I have to
anything.
get you guys
anymore.
some F&B designs remodeling t-shirts.
Yes,
Yes.
please. Absolutely.
One left.
One
Now,
last.
the only reason I don't have your sign out today, Nikki, is
Uh-oh.
because of the rain. It
No, that's
was
okay.
I didn't want to
Yeah.
ruin it.
It
would
was
rain-
odd this
Oh
morning.
yeah, it looked like it was a crapshoot today because it was nice on this end and the clouds were. You were bringing the clouds from Naples. It was nasty on that
Pushing
side.
up.
Yeah,
So-
it is
But
not
it's-
sealed. Probably would run.
It is nice now, and it actually the weather's not too hot today because
Oh,
it
it's
has
beautiful.
been brutal the
Yeah.
past couple of days.
Nikki,
So-
anything else you want everybody in the world to know? We had callers from Dallas and Buffalo
Products.
today.
We sell products. We will deliver them right to you. Just because we don't have a storefront does not mean I can't get anything that you need.
And
Flooring, cabinetry, custom
And if
closets.
you want to put it in, that's fine.
Yeah.
Order it from them. If you get halfway through it and you're like, the heck with
give
this,
us a call.
give them a call. They'll
Yeah.
come finish it
We
up
have
for you.
installers about everything you can need done. We have installers that can do it.
And where should they go to look online for your
I have a
information?
website, FMB Designs and Remodeling. The most of my before and after pictures are going to be on the Facebook.
Right.
Just
Okay.
much easier.
We
Yeah.
try and post new ones every week on our page so that you can see them there too. We appreciate your sponsorship and you coming down at the last minute to help us out with the trivia.
No problem.
And if you think of more questions, what do you got there? What is that? Some special headphone thing there? What is that? Wow.
Yeah.
I've never seen anything like. You know
Where
they got.
have you been?
Do you know they got these new glasses now? Bose came out with these new glasses where you can put glasses on and it plays music in the glasses.
Yeah.
Oh, I like
They're like
that.
it's like $300
This plays
though.
music, too. It's not just a phone. It is your phone, but
Oh, that's a phone.
It's my
I got to
phone
get out more. Wow.
attached to my phone.
Jeez.
Yeah, you really do.
You
I've
do.
seen those.
You don't have to have the wire anymore.
Hmm.
All wires.
You gotta teach
you
me some
look
more
like a
stuff.
Teletubby again today with that on.
We got to make sure everybody sounds good. Well, thanks, Nikki, so
problem.
much
Thank
for
you
coming
for coming
down.
down.
I
I
hope we
will
didn't make
say-
you. Go ahead.
You know, when the first time that you came on, yes,
I was a wreck.
you were very nervous.
That's what
and-
everybody says, though.
And
Very
Leslie
nervous.
was nervous as well.
Karen,
and I kept saying to her,
I was a mess.
and I said, you know, it's okay. It's just a conversation. And now here you are.
I know I brought like
like
5
a
people with me last time
seasoned
too. I was like,
pro.
I can't go by myself.
Second time. That's what the turtle lady says. The turtle lady said the
The
same
turtle
thing.
lady
She was
said
all
she
nervous.
was really reluctant. So anybody, if we, you know, we ask you to come on, you want to come on, give us a call. It's really
It's not that bad.
It's
Once you
not
get
that
over
bad.
hearing your own voice,
Yeah.
it's
Right.
okay.
And we'll offer you a beer if you want to have a beer to loosen up and have a good time. And
I mean,
But-
like what? Like the Bravo at late night Bravo show. What is it? Where everybody's drunk half the time.
the man show.
I know.
we don't have cable
That's
anymore.
right.
So
Well, we cut the cord a long time ago. So the turtle lady drove by on her cart today
Eve?
and said,
Yeah.
Eve, yeah, she said they're having like a record turtle year.
was she in one of the green?
Yeah.
Yes, I
You guys
saw
should
her
go
when I was
see it.
running.
Did she stop and say hi to you?
I didn't know it was
She
Have
her.
you ever
stopped saying
seen him?
hi to
Have you ever seen him release them?
No.
Oh,
No.
you should. Go.
I
Like,
wish.
Like she'll tell you usually because they plan it and they take and it's just like hundreds of them.
Where
and-
do they release them during the? It has to be at night, right?
Yeah, it's a night. I mean, we just happened to catch it one time. It was at the end of our neighborhood, and I mean, it's hundreds of them. She make you all like get in a half circle, kind of. And
No kidding.
yeah, you can't even have white shirts on. Like you have to. It's for real. But
Ninja
it's
outfits.
so cute. So cute. Yeah,
Wow.
they're adorable.
When do they do they do
another-
it often or on the weekend or is it like a beer party or what? I mean what
I don't. I think it might be a beer party as long as you don't let Eve know about it. As long as you're on your best behavior around her and in dark clothes, you're
right,
good.
right. She's a no
Yeah.
joke. She's damn
Not when it comes to
serious about the
turtles.
turtles for
Yeah.
sure. So
But they're really cute. They get you can number them and they race.
Ah,
Yeah, it's cute.
cool. I didn't know that. She
My
didn't, I
turtle
don't
didn't
remember her
win.
telling us that on the air last
No,
time, too.
no.
I think she knows because they hatch them. You know what I mean? Like
Right.
she knows
Yeah.
when they're going to release it. So nobody else does.
Okay.
have a turtle release party.
Super
Back to
cute.
the sea.
Yeah.
Play-
From
oh,
the
I can't-
stream to the sea turtle
Oh,
party.
love.
Got to give
Oh,
them good
geez.
vibes.
Thank you so much, Nikki,
Oh,
for coming
thank you
on.
for coming
You're gonna have to bring your
on.
husband down one time. He hasn't been down here yet. Get him on. Oh,
Oh,
sure
tell
he
him
is.
it's
Yeah.
fine.
Thank you, Nikki, for everything. We appreciate it. Make sure you check out FMB Designs and Remodeling online or on our Facebook page. And we appreciate her hanging out and helping us out. So we're running out of time. We only have 5 minutes left,
Okay.
but wanted to let everybody know about Mean Gene, our friend, which is the reason we started the show 59 years ago, is
Yep.
because Gene was sitting at this table number 23. One day when we came down, it was so crowded here. It's always crowded here, Pete's Time Out, but it was so crowded here that I'll say the story the way you want to say it. You sat down with Gene. He said, come on, sit down with us. And I went and somewhere in the corner or at the bar and sulked because there were no
you
tables.
were sulking.
And ever since then, we would come down every Saturday and just sit with him no matter what. And we actually had a surprise 80th birthday party for him here. And
That
it was
was a
one
lot
of
of
those
fun.
Saturdays where he didn't like to drive in the, well, he's 80 years old, so he didn't like to drive in the rain. So
It
it was
was-
pouring that day.
Yeah, it was
morning.
a downpour.
And we weren't sure if he was going to show up. And we call his house, and of course he doesn't answer his phone. Who answers their phone anymore? So he didn't
Right.
answer his phone. So we were worried he wasn't going to come down. So all of our friends from Gateway came down and hung out,
and
we
all
had
of his friends here.
that's right. And we had a
He
big
had 3 cakes.
3 cakes and a bunch of wrapped gifts,
Yeah.
which were cool.
He
And
he said it was one of, I think he said it was his first real birthday party. So
Well,
in any event,
that he remembers probably. So that was fun. And that was a couple years ago. Well, the story, as the story goes, he is moving back to Ohio
Yep.
on Monday. Yes, they're transporting him back to Ohio. So we're going to go see him today,
right.
probably for the last time, because
Yeah.
he's not going to come back down to Florida.
No, we're going to miss him greatly. He had a little fall.
Yeah.
And he's recovering from that, but he really needs to go closer to family
Right.
so he can,
Right.
get a full,
Right.
better recovery
Right,
with
so his-
family around.
He's being transported by some
Yeah, medical
really
transport.
medical
Mhm.
transport from here to Ohio. It's 22 straight hours
Wow.
in the vehicle, and I guess unless you take a bathroom stop, it's 22 straight hours, and then
Somebody will.
he's leaving on Monday. So,
Right. So we wish him well.
and thank
Gonna
you to
miss him,
Linda
though.
for coming down and bringing him down, or letting him stay down, or anyway, is he 81 now or 82? I think he's got 82,
I think he's 82.
and so
He's
we'll
82,
keep you posted on
January
that.
11th.
Right. January 11th is his birthday. So that was the one thing we want to tell you about. The other thing that I wanted to make sure
Keep
I mentioned.
going.
Oh, yes. Kieran, I want to make sure I mention what happened to Kieran Farrell. Kieran, who is a friend of the show, he's been on a couple of times. Well, one of the things that he does, he's like teaches motorcycle safety classes. And unfortunately, he had a motorcycle accident. I think it was on Wednesday. And he's pretty messed up. He was on his way to work, and from what I understand, he was going 40 miles an hour when he crashed the motorcycle, or somebody crashed into him, or I don't know what all the details are. Anyway, he looks like he's going to be okay. He's got some road rash on his face, which looks like it hurts a lot, and some broken ribs, and that's what I know so far. But we wanted to make sure we said get well to him, and also that there is a Facebook donation page set up, and we're trying to raise money for him. Last time I looked this morning, it was over $1,000 that was donated. You can donate right on Facebook. It's on our page, the Beach Talk Radio page. So if you go to the Beach Talk Radio page and you scroll down a little bit, you're going to be able to see the donation page for Kieran. And
I
he's,
know that's
I can't imagine.
he and I now have
well,
face
there,
things in common.
you weren't going 40 miles an hour.
Mm-mm.
And you didn't get road rash on your face like that. Well, you
Well-
kind of did. Your teeth were out. Your face was all mangled, and it was just a bloody mess when I rolled up on you. But so if you can get on the Facebook and find the donation page, we'll repost it later on today. And the good news is, it looks like he's going to be okay. People ask.
Yeah, he's going to make a full recovery.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, he looks fine.
gonna
I
make
mean, well,
a
he doesn't
full
look fine.
recovery.
He looks battered.
He looks banged up.
So, good luck to him. Did you want to say something? You came over with a little grin on
No,
your face.
but both of these guys just ran out of here because they both had trouble with the parking. So now they're all worried
Oh, yeah.
about their cars.
Yeah. Okay.
So what did you bring up the paddle race that's coming up?
The paddle races are next week. The thing that pisses me off about the paddle races is, like, it would have been nice to have the organizers on today. It's next weekend. It's a 2-miler and a 7-miler. And I saw the flyer on the door. It would have
I
been
know,
nice
but
to.
I think they bring so many people they're probably already booked up. They bring so many people in. So they don't need our dinky little show.
Oh, okay. Anyway,
But
that's.
I did it last year. I will say it's a nice race. It's a well-organized event.
Oh, yeah.
It's for stand-up paddle boards. It's for kayaks, canoes, I think. I mean, and really any watercraft. And I might do it this year in the kayak, because the paddle board, I got to get a different paddle board.
Can you do a paddleboard race in a kayak? Is that allowed?
Well, they have different divisions. Like when you're running, and they have different divisions.
Well, when you're running, you're doing a running race. You're not allowed to run the race on your bike. It's a
I
different
know, but
vehicle.
what I'm saying is they have different divisions, like pros and amateurs and this kind of kayak. And
Uh-huh.
then that's paddle. Everybody's racing against their similar mode of transportation.
Okay, so that's next weekend. Well, you can't do it anyway. It's during the show, unless you get a fill-in guest. I mean, you have to get
Oh,
your own fill-in.
Maybe
so.
I'll do the show from out there.
That'd be nice if you got a wireless mic and you were able to do
I
that.
mean, I borrowed Nikki's thing on her neck.
Yeah. All right, so Pete's is a sponsor of that, by the way. So I just wanted to make sure I get that in
Nice.
there. Our good friends, Debbie.
It's really
John.
busy down here
It
today.
is busy. The weather really cleared
It's
up and cooled off a
fantastic.
little bit. And the last thing I wanted to mention was, we have been every weekend talking about wanting to sign up for a race because we just feel like there's no goal or anything like that. Did you figure something out?
No.
Have you signed up for anything? There's nothing on there. Did you figure something out? You've been
No.
running every day this week.
I know.
What is that all about?
I
That's
think I
new.
want to do a longer distance run.
Marathon. You want to run a marathon?
I don't know about
I have an
that long.
idea. You sign up for your race. I'll sign up for one that I'm going to sign up for, and we'll support each other instead of do it together, because
Nah,
the
we'll
working
see.
together thing doesn't really work.
Yeah, we'll see.
You don't. Are you going to run a marathon or not?
I don't know. We'll see.
You have lots of
Did you
sunscreen to
talk
put on you if
about
you
the
run.
Memorial Day Murph workout?
Okay, the last thing we're going to talk about before we sign off, because we're already over our allotted time with John, is we did this workout on Memorial Day called the Murph. I didn't know about it. They do it every year on Memorial Day for somebody that died. Murphy died in the
Mhm.
line of service at some point, and it's 100.
They do it during the games, during the CrossFit games.
Oh, they do.
Mhm.
Well, I'm not big into CrossFit, so I didn't know
Well,
that.
I watched it from the couch.
The CrossFit games.
Yes, because they're
Did that motivate you?
behemoths.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
my
and you're talking about the
goodness.
women, not the men.
Oh my goodness, they are in phenomenal
well, I don't
shape.
know about that.
Yes. Anyways, the Murph
Right.
workout.
They do it at
is-
Around the Clock Fitness because they have a CrossFit there. So it's 100 pull-ups, 100 push-ups, 200 pull-ups, 300 squats, and a 2-mile run, and you kind of mixing it up.
But they do it in increments. You do 10 rounds.
Right. 10
of
rounds.
Not each of, like 10 of this, 20 of that.
Well, if you would have let
30
me
of that,
finish what I was explaining, I would
and
have
a little
explained
bit
it
of
was
running.
10
Well,
rounds.
you take
So you
too
do 10
long.
push-ups, 20 pull-ups, 30 squats, and then a run.
Small run.
A short
Yep.
run. So I have to tell you that I have never been as sore as I was for 2 days after that. My abs hurt so much
I know.
because I did the real pull-ups. I didn't
did.
use the girly bands that
They weren't
everybody
really
else.
bands. They were
well,
TRX
right.
straps.
So I did 200.
But I did full regular
right.
push-ups.
Yeah.
Full.
All the way to the
Straight
ground.
out.
Right.
And I led a couple rounds.
Yeah. Well, no, I think you. Oh, here's the thing. That's the funniest thing. She's so uncompetitive that she says all the time. And after the third round, she looks at me and says, "That girl's cheating. The girl's cheating.
was
She didn't really do all." Oh, you were not joking. You were not joking. You said she's
was
cheating. And then we get
joking
home
with you.
and we're having
Here's
a
the thing.
discussion.
Because when you're doing it, you can't look at anybody else because all you're doing
but
is
you
trying
are.
to breathe. No, I did
Well,
not.
how'd
look
you
at
know she was
anybody
cheating?
else. That's what I mean. I told you I was joking.
You were not. Oh, here we go. Now the lies come out. You were even at home. You said there's no way she did all that. That's how ridiculously competitive you are. And
And
it's too
what
much.
did you say about the guy who didn't do the pull-ups?
I didn't
on the
say
pull-up
anything.
bar?
I said everything was fine. I said, hey, if you want to do
You
the
called him a bad name.
well, I gave him the pink shirt after the workout. So
nothing
deal.
wrong with pink,
uh-huh.
and it's salmon.
But anyway, I thought that was a great workout. And I was surprised more people didn't do it. It was
I
only
was
like
too.
7 people.
Yeah.
I thought it was going to be packed, and
Yep.
it wasn't.
And the guy that led it, Leon, was very encouraging.
Yes. He was a
Nice
super
guy.
good guy. Yeah.
Yep.
And that was the one on 41, the Around the Clock
Mhm.
Fitness
I love
on
that
41.
one.
So you should practice that, everybody. 100 push-ups, right? 200 pull-ups.
300.
And y-
You get it 100, 200, 300.
Right. Oh, okay, yeah. And then it turned out to be 2 miles in the run, but it was a short run up and down the sidewalk. I almost got hit
Yeah.
by a car once coming back because it was in the parking lot of the gym.
Yeah. Well, the door to the gym is automatic. So
Yeah.
it kept closing.
Right.
And so you're running full force, expecting it to open. And then you're like, so it wouldn't, you had to wait for it to open.
I know.
And then
they opened it
then
after
they
a while.
opened it.
So John Lalo, our fine host, says he's going to do 700 beer curls tonight. So after last night's 300, that'll make 1,000 for him. So he's probably trying to set the world record for beer
I wonder
curls.
if there is a world record for that. That's what we need to do. We need to figure out
I have an idea.
to set a world record here at Fort Myers Beach.
What's the record for the number of people doing burpees at the same time?
I looked into that. It's a lot.
How many?
I don't remember, but I looked into it.
1,000? More than 1,000?
How many times do I have to say?
So what
I
if we
don't
did it all the
remember.
way? You think Roger would need a permit if we tried to do that all the way
I think you
across
got to do it
Times
on
Square?
the beach.
On the beach. Wow.
Yeah.
They do like that hands across the beach thing, right? We could do that with
Yes.
the burpees. Raise money for something. The kids.
Yep.
It's about the kids. People will participate.
And the kids are out of school.
All right. Thank you all for listening and watching. We'll see.
Resting.
Oh, next week, big show. We have Alyssa.
Okay.
You know who that is?
I can see it on there.
Yes, Drag Queen Bingo Star next week
I'm
to start
going.
off the show. And then the boat people are back.
Awesome.
So we're going to get an update on the boat races that are taking place in October and Drag Queen Bingo. It's going to be a big show. I am never going to Drag Queen Bingo, but I'm happy to promote it because you know why? Benefits the beach.
All righty.
All right, everybody. Thank you all for listening, and we shall see you next week.
1 week.